Alright guys, it's Justin again. This is going to be my first sort of work in progress, sort of first look, sort of review for the 1-to-100 Kotobukiya Metal Gear Rex. As you guys know, this is part of a bro build, or a kind of like a friendly, it's sort of like a build off, but not really, with my buddy Jim. He's been messaging me back and forth, and he actually showed me, or was telling me about how far ahead he is, and I realized that I've been kind of slacking off on this thing. So I wanted to go ahead and show off where my build was at, and that is the main suit is done. I've got it kind of posed up right now, and I was originally this was just going to be an out-of-box build, but Jim messaged me and asked if I wanted to do a bro build with him, and I was more than excited about it, because I like painting and stuff like that, but I wasn't really sure, based on the construction of the one leg alone, that I wasn't certain whether or not I wanted to paint it, but it seemed like a good opportunity, and I was really excited to give that a shot, and I'm still excited to go ahead and do it. But this is what the kit's looking like. This is what it looks like pretty much out of the box. I've done very little panel lining, and that's only because, like I said, I was going to originally just keep this an out-of-box build. But with the way that things have changed, I will be disassembling this and painting it very soon. So I'm not sure how long this is going to take me. I'm not sure how long this is going to take Jim, but I'm going to kind of bounce this in between some other projects that I'm working on, and kind of knock this guy out at my own pace. And it's a really solid kit. It's not without its flaws. Like you can see, like it's got some spots here and there where the plastic's kind of weird, and the railgun is doing this thing. I'm gonna have to get a blow dryer and put something here to keep these together, or to keep them apart, and kind of melt the plastic so it stays like this, or something like this. But it is a very nice kit. It looks really good. There's tons of panel lines, tons of really cool details carved in here, lots of little articulation points and opening hatches, like here on the knees. All of these. Oop! I just lost that. But all these little hatches open here, all the ones on the back open, so you can kind of pop all these missiles out, and they all have little details carved on there, so you can paint all that. Look at all this vent stuff. That's gonna be a headache to paint. I think the only pieces I'm not going to paint are going to be these gold pieces here. I'll probably pop those off and just kind of leave them where they are. Ooh. And apparently some of the joints aren't as strong as I thought they were, so let's go ahead and plug that back in here so he doesn't fall over. Now these have always been a problem, these little shields on the sides of the legs. For whatever reason, they like to pop off. So when the final kit is getting put together, that will be receiving super glue. Excuse me. But I'm going to keep them on the base here, and I'm going to go ahead and do some articulation stuff, and you guys can kind of see what kind of flexibility you're going to get out of some of these parts, and whether or not you guys decide if you want to buy one of these. I think it's a great kit, especially for fans of Metal Gear Solid, and or just the design of the Rex. It's pretty unique, I think, and it's pretty iconic. So plug that back in. This is going to be a recurring thing. I'm certain. Anytime I review a Kotobukiya kit, it is going to fall apart on me in every way possible on camera. But so with your railgun, you're going to get pretty standard. You're going to go back as far as the legs are going to allow. You're going to bump into the shield. If you maneuver it around, you can get a full 360 out of it, but it's really not meant for all that. You're gonna get a decent amount of forward and back. There's a poly cap in here, and it allows you to move it back and forth. Push that in. I think that's part of my problem. There we go. This is on a joint. It's another ball joint in here, so you can move that around. And ooh, these legs. Jesus. The other arm is pretty much the same. You're gonna get the same kind of articulation out of it. You gotta be careful. There's a lot of little pieces on here. Same thing with the ball joint. You're gonna get the full 360 out of the radome. The legs are on ball joints as well. I guess I'll try and take this off and see if we can avoid disaster. The knees will bend in here. They move in and out right here. I'm not going to move them in too far, because if you push these in too far, this piece is literally just on a peg. And unfortunately, if you put it in too far, it's really hard to get it out. Like I think the first time I did it, I had to completely disassemble the leg. That was not fun. You've got the brakes here, or the back legs, so you can lay this guy flat and he can stand on his own, or you can put him up and put him on the kickstand. That's up to you. The feet slide in and out. The toes got a little bit of movement here. So lots of really interesting options as far as posing is concerned. This whole back mechanism is on like a ball joint peg thing. The front piece is on the same kind of mechanism. It just kind of goes forward and backward. But then there's like some weird double, triple joint here, so you get really good flexibility on the head. The mouth/cockpit opens up, and you can put your little liquid figure inside. I started painting mine. I need to go back and finish him up. But yeah, I mean, it's not a bad kit. There's lots of really cool details in here, and again, if you're a fan of Metal Gear Solid, you know, this was a no-brainer for me. It was a must-buy, and I don't regret buying it, despite all the weird things popping off and Kotobukiya headaches that you have to deal with. It's just gonna make you, you're gonna have to work a little bit to get some poses out of it. You're gonna have to work a little bit to get it to stand some, the ways you want it to get, or the ways you want it to stand sometimes. But it's a really cool kit. It's very well detailed, and if you like the series, I definitely recommend picking it up. It comes with you saw the liquid figure. You got a solid Snake figure the same size. You can kind of put him right here, and he's got the Stinger missile, I believe. And then it comes with two figures for the for Gray Fox, or the Robot Ninja, as many people know him. The Cyborg Ninja, I'm sorry. There's one of him laying on the ground, and there's one of him standing, and you can pose those wherever. It's a really cool kit, and I do recommend it if you, like I said, if you like Metal Gear Solid, or if you're just a fan of this design, or you want to build something kind of different. It's definitely worth checking out. It's not without its issues, as you can tell. It's a little loose in some spots. These little things on the toes are a little loose, or well, they vary actually. This one here kind of stays. This one's all right. This one's all right, and then I think this one's really loose. So you just gotta kind of figure out what to do with what, and I guess prepare for the worst, or the best, or whatever, however you handle these things. It comes with a display base, which I think is really cool. It's a really nice touch, because it can stand on its own, but you can't get it to stand with the kickstands up on its own, so it kind of needs this little clear action base thing in order to actually stand on its own. So it's nice that they included that instead of trying to sell it to you separately. I don't know if the bent railgun thing is a common issue, or if it's just me, but easy fix. And yeah, it's a really nice kit. So outside the couple little issues I had with it, it's not a bad kit, and I don't remember what it cost me exactly. I think it was like 50, maybe $60, and I got him at release. So, you know, really cool stuff. So, as far as plans for this kit, I'm going to handle this just like I would any other kit. I'm just going to take everything apart, and I'm going to separate it by pieces, or by limb rather. So I'm going to have the legs and the waist and the head, this back thing, and then the weapons separated. And then I'm going to go ahead and take everything apart, keep them in bags so I know what goes where, and I'm going to pull out all the pieces that I'm painting one color. I'm going to paint everything one color, put it aside, and I'm going to paint all the rest of the colors. I'm still not 100% sure on a scheme yet. I want to do some sort of light camo, but I also kind of want to appreciate it, and I really don't want to do both. I feel like that's way more hassle than it's worth. The box, or the instruction manual has some really interesting details and stuff inside, and shows off some really interesting color schemes and custom ideas and stuff like that. So you can pull a lot of ideas out of that, but I think as far as this is concerned, I might kind of try and stay a little close to the original. I paint it like a blue-gray, and then put some blue camo on it, and leave it at that. Or I might go with one of the box themes. I like there's one where it's dark gray and it's got yellow camo across it. I think that looks really cool. So as soon as I figure out what I want to do with that, I'll let you guys know. It's not like a big surprise or a secret or anything like that. I just haven't decided. But I do plan on painting some of these details that are going to be on the outside, so you'll be able to see that. And these pistons and stuff will be silver or chrome or whatever, so you can actually see them better. And yeah, hopefully this turns out well. And I know Jim's is going to turn out well. It's just a matter of getting it done. So that's going to be it for this video. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.